Hello! Welcome back to another episode of Squirmy and Grubs.
Oh, very formal today, huh?
I thought I'll do this video a bit more formally. We're speaking about a very important subject, so I think that a little adultness is in order.
Oh, good.
Yeah. First things first, Hannah, I have heard a rumor swirling about, and recently an anonymous source told me that you are offered your birth control. Can you confirm or deny this rumor?
Was I the anonymous source?
The source wishes to remain anonymous, so I can't tell you that.
Yes, Shane. As you knew, I can confirm that I'm not on birth control anymore.
Hello, welcome to the show. It's time to talk about our lives.
Nope.
Yeah, Hannah is offered her birth control, which is scary, because we're thinking about children in a very real way, and we'll get to that. But what I think it means really is that the 6 feet of social distancing is more crucial for us now more than ever.
Oh my god.
We have to remain 6 feet apart in our bedroom at all times. Since this video is about birth control, and that's kind of Hannah's area of expertise, we're gonna have Hannah take the reins. I'm gonna be the interviewer.
Shane's been excited about this all day.
I'll be interviewing Hannah about, getting off of birth control and why and where our family planning is at, and it'll be fun.
And Shane studied journalism in college, so let's all make sure we judge him, see how good at this he is. This should be his forte.
This is my moment to shine.
Yes.
And I will take it with a very serious level of responsibility. Before we get into all that, we have a very relevant sponsor that we would now like to thank.
All right, so we would like to thank Simple Health for sponsoring this video. Simple Health is an online birth control prescription and delivery service. They make it super easy to get birth control, which is really helpful. No more doctor's offices, waiting rooms, or pharmacy lines. You can get your birth control prescribed, renewed, and delivered from wherever you are on your schedule.
Things like access to a doctor, insurance status, or cost should never keep people from accessing birth control.
Simple Health helps to cut down those barriers. Simple Health only offers trusted brands of birth control, and licensed doctors help design the product. Those doctors also review every patient's case with great care. Don't miss your chance to try Simple Health for free. You can get your complete care fee waived by going to simplehealth.com/squirmyandgrubs or by using our code squirmyandgrubs at checkout.
And Simple Health is not a replacement for seeing your doctor for your regular visits, but they can make accessing birth control a lot easier and cheaper and just all around better. So check them out.
All right, now back to our video. Thank you guys for watching our ads. They really help us keep this content coming to you for free.
Yeah, we really appreciate that. We try to always bring you things that will be relevant to you, and it means a lot that you support us.
Yeah.
So, time for the birth control interview.
Oh boy.
I feel like they need like an interviewer outfit. Wait a minute. Hold on.
All right.
I feel so professional now.
Thank you to the subscriber that sent Shane this hat. It's a Woody hat. They said that he looked like Woody, which he does. Woody from Toy Story, if anyone doesn't know.
I think I see the resemblance.
You do. People have said that before. I see it.
Someone poisoned the water hole.
Oh, okay. A very professional Shane.
Maybe I should do the whole interview in a Woody voice.
No, please don't. All right, do you have questions?
Yes, I do. Hannah, you are now off of birth control.
How many times are we going to establish that fact?
Why?
Why? Well, Shane, there are a couple of reasons why.
Yes.
The first is that I didn't want to go into my doctor to get a new prescription during the pandemic. That is the main reason. It's a little bit of a silly one. I probably could have found a workaround. Now that I know about Simple Health, that would have solved that problem.
Yeah, that's what I mean by it. It was very relevant
I know.
for this video.
I know. I think I will be using this service in like a couple minutes. But that was the main reason that I stopped, is I ran out and I couldn't renew it without going in, and I didn't feel like doing that. The other reasons, one was that the one birth control that I was on, I've been on since I was like 15 maybe, and thought it was time for a break. I was having some side effects and thought maybe I should try stopping birth control and seeing how that goes.
Yeah.
And then the other reason is that I read that it can take up to a year for someone to be able to get pregnant after they stop birth control. So we talked about when we want to have kids, and we just wanted to make sure that when we're ready, I'm not still on birth control, because if it does take a year for me personally, that would be annoying, you know?
Yeah, and I think that is kind of what this video is more to let you all know, is that we are beginning down that road of like getting ready for kids. Hannah and I have been having these conversations more and more lately.
The main reason we started having these conversations about kids is that Shane, obviously, as most of you probably know, started a new medicine for SMA called risdiplam. And you have to stop taking risdiplam for 4 months before you can have kids. So when he was gonna start taking the drug, we were like, oh, like now we know that we know. Yeah, should we do it now? That's true. But we were like, we're gonna have to know 4 months out that we want to start having kids. You know, like it's gonna take some planning because of that. And so then I heard about the birth control thing, and for me it could be a year. So we just figured. We just started talking about it.
Yeah, and I think we all know that Hannah and I are definitely going to need to plan out the various aspects of our pregnancy and having kids, as probably all parents should do. But you know, with figuring out who's going to be doing my care while Hannah is, you know,
pregnant, and then with
child.
Yeah,
it's just something to figure out. And we want to have all our ducks in a row so that when we decide, like, all right, let's do it, we're ready.
Yeah. The fact that our wedding has been postponed by a year was upsetting, because we were really looking forward to having kids. We were having these conversations before we postponed the wedding. So when we did, it really felt like we were putting off having kids for an extra year, because I've already bought a dress. I don't really feel like returning I can't return the dress. And it's not going to fit me if I'm pregnant. So.
Okay, this isn't about birth control, but I just like being an interviewer. Do you think I will be a good father?
Oh my God, Shane.
I said with my dress up hat on.
I know. Right now you're being a little immature, and I can't stop looking at it in the little camera thing. You look ridiculous.
I will teach our kids the true values of a cowboy.
Oh my.
Trust, friendship, and
I think you're going to be a very entertaining father. You have a lot of great voices. You have some costumes in your back pocket.
I will be a very entertaining father.
You're going to be very entertaining. But yes, of course, I think you're going to be a good father. But I think that you're probably going to be the fun parent, and I'm probably going to be the serious parent.
You're going to be such a good mom, though. You're the most caring, like, thoughtful, selfless person that I know. This hat is really
This is all nice, but I cannot stop looking at your eyebrows. Do you want me to just...
We can take the hat off.
Okay. There we go.
You, like, caring for others is just, like, in your... Oh, look, you're doing my hair as I'm telling...
That's more vain. I want to make sure you look nice, Shane.
But, I mean, like, you're very good at that stuff.
I've always wanted to be mom. I'm excited.
So, are we still having just 1, 2...
Kids?
6.
I think
7.
more than 1. I think some people probably are going to ask about how we've said that we want to adopt in the past, or that we're, you know, that's equally in our conversations as biologically having kids.
The neighbor's mowing the lawn, sorry.
Well, this is the unluckiest day. Just so everyone knows, we have already recorded this video, and we went to edit it, and the audio was all messed up. So the fact
now he's mowing his lawn, sir.
You're gonna wake the puppies
Please
up.
stop.
You're gonna wake the puppies up. We don't need the puppies to
See,
be
this
late.
is like what having kids is gonna be like.
Oh my
I'm
lord.
gonna be yelling at the neighbor
I
on the
know,
window,
exactly.
and he's gonna be like, the baby is asleep.
That's the thing. Yeah, Shane does need, I think, a tiny little bit more maturing before. Like, sometimes when, let's talk about the puppies, because I think that's been a great,
Yes.
role play in parenting,
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
a role play, yeah.
4 puppies, that was a lot. The first 2 days, we were like, we're never having kids. And then we got into our routine, they settled in, and it was still a lot, a lot of poop especially,
Yeah.
but it's been really fun. So I think now we feel ready to have kids. But
Yeah.
sometimes when I would care for the puppies, Shane would get upset that he wasn't, I don't know, receiving attention. He would have to wait for something.
I was worse than Chloe.
Yeah.
Chloe was better behaved about the puppies than me. I was like, yeah, but we haven't had dinner yet.
Or like if you're trying to watch a soccer game and they start, making sounds, you're like, I can't hear my game. So I think Shane needs a little bit of, I think when it's our kids, he will probably feel differently.
I do too. And I have no problem admitting that I do, have some maturing to do. And that has been part of our conversations about having kids. We're not doing this just like willy-nilly. We are very open about the fact that I need to improve in that way. And then the other thing is we don't feel quite ready to give up our carefree travel whenever we want.
Yeah, which is
prior to all this.
I know, and we had seriously thought about having a child, or at least trying to, right before Shane started his medicine.
Yeah.
Because we saw that, he had to wait 4 months after, and that's going to be annoying because he might feel weak. So we were like, we should just do it now.
We were very close. I can't tell you how close we were.
Yeah, I mean, there was a bit of a scare, and that scare really ingrained in us how important it is for us to not have a baby right now.
I don't think my parents know about this.
It's okay.
There was a scare.
There was, and that every day I would be like, I want a baby, I want a baby, I want a baby.
Yeah.
And then when I thought that we were going to have a baby, that really changed my mind because I thought about it seriously for the first time and what that would actually look like in our day-to-day lives, and not just the idea of a baby.
It was a wake-up. We were like, oh, you know what? Let's actually plan this out.
Yeah.
Be smart about this.
It was eye-opening.
Be adults.
And I think it was good that happened because it really changed how I was thinking about it.
This is so funny. In all of our planning for this video, we never talked about telling you about the scare. And now we are.
We never were going to. But I think it really changed how we're thinking about when we want to have kids.
It did, yeah. And, okay, so just to summarize, we are beginning the process.
Yeah, I mean, it's a slow process, but we're beginning planning.
Yeah.
I'm stopping my birth control so that we're ready. So yeah.
Yeah, so we don't want to make this video with a title are we having kids? And then not give you real concrete information. So in terms of timeline, do you want to let them know what we're thinking?
I mean, this is all it's just our thoughts right now.
Yeah.
And who knows, if we have another scare, we might push it back by a decade. I have no idea.
No more scares.
But I think we're going to wait for our wedding, which is next summer, to be over. And then I think we'll probably start legitimately trying to have a child.
Yeah.
A little baby.
So that's the timeline that we're working with.
But who knows? If it turns out that then we have a huge trip for a speaking engagement coming up.
Never know.
In next September or something, it's going to be hard. So it'll take. Right now, our schedule is really open with the pandemic, and when the pandemic is over and we start having things in our calendar again, I think it'll be difficult for us to turn stuff down.
On the hope of
Yeah, exactly. So I think we're gonna really want to have a baby when we do start turning stuff down.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to be we really want to have a baby in order to turn everything down.
Yeah. So that's where we're at, and we're excited. And I think, at least I'm a little bit nervous. Are you nervous?
Not right. I'm not actively nervous right now.
Because we're not actively having kids.
I know. I don't know because I think we'll be ready when we start.
I agree. So yeah, there we are. There we have it.
Yeah, our thoughts.
Our thoughts.
Our beginnings.
Our deepest.
There's a weed whacker out in our yard. This day.
This whole day. All right, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.